Jonathan, it is remarkable that this Pope passed away a day after Easter, a day where he was able to give the traditional Easter blessing from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. He rode around in the Pope Mobile, which was the first time he was able to do that since his hospitalization, and met with Vice President J.D. Vance. It's almost like he was driven to take part in this last Easter Sunday before leaving this world to be with the Lord.
Carly, it so reminds me of the weeks, the days leading up to the death of John Paul II. We'll remember, so many people remember John Paul II, a beloved Pope. I think Catholics, Protestants, evangelicals, all recognized in John Paul II a great leader. And he was in the hospital on 2 long stints leading up to his eventual death. But he left the hospital, he came back to the Vatican, and the world watched his last days. And he really taught us that it's okay to be sick. It's okay to get old. It's okay because, especially according to the belief of Christians around the world, it's just a transition into a new life. Pope Francis worked very hard to get out of the hospital. He wanted to get out of the hospital. The doctors have said that 2 times he was in a life-threatening moment and they were able to revive him.
Wow.
He made it back to the Vatican, and he broke all doctors' orders, whether that's a good thing or bad thing. He broke the doctor's orders. They said 2 months of convalescence, stay away from people. We're watching him in the Pope Mobile. This happened just yesterday, in which he went through St. Peter's Square, greeted the faithful. Imagine hours later, he met his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he met with prisoners, which it was very important for him to do on the week leading up to Easter Sunday, Holy Week. And to hear that he was ordered to stay away from people, that's not in his DNA as Pope. He's somebody who wants to bless the sinners and anoint the sick, which is what he did to his final days. And there are time-honored traditions that take place after a pope's passing. So what will take place in the days and weeks ahead that will see Pope Francis through his funeral and the selection of a new pope as well?
Right now, the Holy See, the Vatican, the Catholic Church is following a very strict protocol. The Camerlengo made the announcement of the death of Pope Francis. That happened earlier this morning. Then the Camerlengo goes over to the papal apartments, which he was not living in the palatial papal apartments, but rather he was living in a very simple little hostel,
and he
Santa
chose
Marta.
that when he became the Pope.
That's right. And so he was living basically in a little hotel with lots of other people, but he did have his own room and his own apartment. So the Camerlengo goes and seals it. It's very old-fashioned.
What is